Hey you guys, I'm so glad that you're back. Welcome to Delightful Cooking with Daphne. Before we start, please, if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and comment below. All right, so let's start with meatloaf. Okay, if you remember my last video, I made a marinade, and we will be using that today for the meatloaf. Now, this is not beef, this is turkey. I'm gonna use a turkey ground, use the marinade, use a homemade barbecue sauce, and I'm going to sprinkle some parsley on top. I'm going to bake it for about 45 minutes to an hour. By that time, it should have a nice golden brown color. Also, now if you remember from the last video, the marinade had a white onion inside. I'll be using a red onion and just adding a little bit to ground turkey. We're not going to be using beef. This is an alternative, a healthier alternative. Nothing wrong with the beef. You know, I pretty much just want to use the ground turkey, just like you can use ground chicken. Now, we're going to be adding red onion this time because we had the white onion as well as the scallions. Now, red onions have antioxidants and it's also anti-inflammatory. So, what do we do now? Let's get to chopping. All right, so I'm going to do the same technique, which is cutting this as small as possible, because this is going to be going inside. Well, we're actually going to be mixing this with our hands into the meatloaf. Now, I enjoy meatloaf. I think it's like one of the best comfort foods. I'm pretty much looking for more of a minced type of onion, whereas when I made the marinade, they were a little bit bigger. They were slightly chunkier. But since I kind of want these to be somewhat disappeared into the turkey ground, I'm making them as small as possible. Now, you also can add some garlic if you like, or some onion powder, but I'm using the marinade. And once again, here comes the tears. I didn't put it in cold water. Now, we have a 24-ounce ground turkey. I will be marinating the whole turkey ground, but I will not be using all of the turkey ground. I'll be using 12 ounces, and 12 ounces today, and I'm going to be putting the other 12 ounces away. That rhymed. All right, so I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of the marinade to the turkey ground. Okay. If you guys remember, there is garlic inside of this. There's onions. There's the cayenne powder. There's the turmeric. We've got the Himalayan salt. We've got the parsley. We've got the rosemary. We've got a lot of things going on in there. All right. And we have the scallions. So I am putting all of this in here. All right. Now what I'm gonna do, start chopping this up. Like I said, this parsley is gonna go right on top. I only took about, let's see here, we got 2 to 3 of these parsley stems. Which I'm going to be putting on top. And I'm honestly just using the leaves also off of the parsley stem, and I'm cutting those. Can use the whole thing, but it's pretty strong. I did blend this in the marinade, but for this, I'm just using the leaves to put it on top. So, side note. And I'm just cutting them as small as possible, getting all your antioxidants, all the good stuff, fresh, no preservatives. All right, so we already put everything in the ground turkey. Now we're mixing. We're mixing and we're mixing and we're mixing. I like to mix the ground turkey with my hands. You can also mix it around with the spoon, but because of the onions, I want to get everything mixed in properly and even. So, mix that enough. Now I'm going to go wash my hands. So, once you finish mixing the ground turkey with a spoon or your hands like I did, what you're going to do now is get yourself a napkin. I've got some grapeseed oil, and I am going to grease my dish. Oil the sides. And oil the bottom. Okay, and obviously, so this doesn't stick. All right. Okay, now all right. Okay. So now I am spreading this evenly throughout this dish. I'm patting it a little bit just so that it completely is level. Now, if I would have added the whole 24, probably would have gotten it all the way to the top. We're doing serving sizes, so one person would be about 3 to 4 ounces of the ground turkey. So what I'm going to be doing is adding the homemade barbecue sauce, and we will definitely be showing how this was made and the ingredients in another video. In the meantime, I advise you to make your own or purchase any other barbecue sauce of your liking. Now, my parsley is going on top. And there we go. All right, so now make sure you preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And as I said in the beginning of the video, you're gonna cook it for 45 to 60 minutes. So pretty much an hour. I like it to be a nice brown color, crispy around the edges and moist on the insides. All right, so now we're gonna place this in the oven in about an hour. We're gonna take it out. We're gonna see how our meatloaf's gonna look. All right, now our meatloaf is ready to be eaten. So this is cooked and we have our veggies. Pour it into this bowl. And I'm actually gonna add that to the vegetables. I'm going to leave about half of it. Now, I'm going to cut our meatloaf. All right. Okay. All right. And guess what? If I had some extra gravy, which next time we will, but for right now, I'm going to put this sauce right on top. And there you go. These are easy, healthy, natural, no extra preservatives, no high in calories. Well, maybe a little bit of meatloaf. But I hope you enjoy it, and I hope this was easy to make. So please like this video if it was something you enjoyed. Definitely subscribe and comment below. Thanks for watching. You guys stay blessed.